The year is 1854, which is not a good sign. I mean, there's not a... You know that when a story begins with the year is 1854, it's not going to be a fun story, right? It's one of those stories that we sometimes do, like the story about those bathyspheres, those guys going underwater. Remember those? Those are good stories. So this is one of those stories. So the year is 1854, and Chicago, the city of Chicago, has been growing like crazy over the past couple of years. So at this point in 1854, it's a city of 70,000 people. And to us, today, 70,000 people doesn't sound like a lot of people, right? Because there's a lot of cities of 70,000 people. But we're talking about the year 1854. In 1840, which is only 14 years earlier, there were 5,000 people. Not even 5,000. There were like 4,400 people in Chicago 14 years earlier. It was like a Kunovice-sized city. You know, it was a village, basically. And in 14 years, it grew to 70,000 people. And in the next 30 years, it grew to a city of a million people. It grew really fast in those days. And the reason it grew so fast was because people just kept pouring in from all over the world, and mostly from Europe, right? In the mid-1850s. So there were all these new neighborhoods that just kept popping up. One of them was Praha, because a lot of Czech people immigrated to the United States in those days. You know, they were escaping from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and a lot of them moved to Chicago. A lot of Polish people moved there too. So the city was growing really fast. So Chicago is really important to the United States because it's the only big city at this time that's not on the coast. So you have this part of the country with New York City and Boston. Okay, this is the East Coast. And then you have the West Coast with Los Angeles and San Francisco, right? But there's nothing in between, like nothing. So Chicago is right here on the shore of Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is one of the 5 Great Lakes. We call them Canadian American Lake. They don't call them that. They just call them the Great Lakes. There's 5 of them. They're huge. And they are like a natural border between the United States and Canada. Lake Michigan is the only one that is in the United States, all of it, right? And Chicago is on the shore of Lake Michigan. So it's 1854. Chicago is growing like crazy. And then something horrible happens. Namely, there's an outbreak of cholera. And cholera, as you probably know, is a horrible disease. It's a very 19th century disease that killed a lot of people in those days. And the problem with cholera was, like, the first outbreak of cholera happened only like 30 years earlier in India. And people had no idea what caused it. And it kills people really fast. And it's a really nasty way to die, because it's extremely painful. It's super gross. It's disgusting. It kills you within 24 hours. And it gives you horrible cramps, it gives you diarrhea, and within 24 hours you're dead. And for a few years, or for a few decades, people couldn't figure out what caused it and how it spread, which is horrible. When you have a disease that kills a lot of people and you have no idea how it's transmitted and what's causing it, you don't know what to do, right? So it took people a few decades to figure out what causes it. And basically what causes it, it's dirty water, contaminated water, right? And in the 18th century, what people did with human waste, and human waste is pee, poop, and all the stuff that our body gets rid of. What do we do with it today? We have sewer systems to take care of it, right? And this is the word. A sewer system, or sewers, right, this one, are basically pipes underneath a city that take away the human waste so that we don't have to see it, we don't have to smell it, we don't have to deal with it, right? So that's what you do. You put big pipes underneath a city, and all the human waste goes into the pipes, and then it goes into a